County crews, laying gravel roads, surfacing equipment, gravel and stack in Coon Valley Township, repairing and building driveways in Cook Township, tile crossing in Section 8 and 17 of Wall Lake Township. Any other road issues, comments?
I travel in 14, and I see that we have blocked off some repairs. Is that in our best interest to keep fixing that thing when they obviously intend to take it?
I guess it all depends how bad they. I mean, well, we need to keep if spots are breaking up, we need to keep them in good enough repair that that doesn't become a safety issue. And you're probably looking at least 2 years, I'd say, before they get done over.
I was just going to raise the question because they're doing borings and they're doing, and now we heard from the one resident that they were going to take a little more right of way, and so my thought and question is how much investment do we want to? They're obviously going to take it.
Yeah.
I think Ron's right. You start skipping, you're pretty soon. So you got people swerving or.
That's a good point.
And they get pretty bad. I mean, they get bad in a hurry, and I don't think it's too. I think it's too early to start.
Okay.
I mean, when we're starting to patch, there's always those ones that definitely need patching, and then there's other ones that are, boy, they look like they're starting to give us problems. While we're here, we're supposed to do that one too. But
so
some of those we'll try to, put off.
How much are we planning on doing? I see there's some paint on there.
I think they just got started marking, any patches. So I mean, we've got the budget to spend about $250,000 for patches again throughout the county.
All over though.
Yeah, and I don't know. We didn't patch. Let's see, we were on N14 last year.
I think we have pretty much every year.
We did a few. I don't think we did near as many last year up there. But we will.
But they're marking them on N15 or N16.
Especially that stretch south of New 20 that will be the states, and they will remove and destroy as soon as they get it. So yeah, we'll try not to.
I was just thinking about that as I was driving on it. That, they're obviously going to take it, so that needs to be considered when we're.
Yeah, I'm thinking it was 2013 is when they thought they would be open out here at N14, but I guess I'm not sure on that either. Might have been 2012, but I'm guessing that item 4 there, they are going to let the first 5 miles of grading today. And so, I don't know.
How far does that get from?
Over to N14, from
N28 to N14.
Yeah. I don't know what their grading contract, what the late start on that was. I'd have to pull that back out and look at it, and how many days, whether they're trying to, with that bridge in there, I can't see where they'd be ready to let the paving until at least a year from late summer.
Is that going to be, I've never looked, is that going to be a single bridge and bring them back together, or are there 2 bridges will be constructed over the cedar?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I've heard. All right. When we looked at those plans.
Yeah, I guess I didn't recall looking at
them. I don't think we see them do that. I mean, normally when there's 2 lanes or travel in both directions, they don't pull them together and they build one bridge. They build 2 separate bridges, so your alignment is straight.
That's a significant amount of money because
there's 2 on the
two.
They're building 2 bridges over the raccoon.
2 pretty big structures there.
Yeah. And that contract is, I think it's actually, they've got it set up so it's, they're letting it as 2 separate projects, but then a tie between the 2. So in other words, depending on who's low, there might be 2 different contractors going under one contractor might get low on the whole thing. But they're basically splitting the project at the river, or at Cedar, because they gotta get the grading done before they can let the contract for the bridge to be built, so. I'm not sure when the bridge is, I haven't seen anything as far as when they're planning on letting that, so.
Probably be next summer, I imagine.
Yeah, and it might be, depending on how much progress this grading guy gets. I think they had a fairly early start date, so they have to get in and get working fairly soon this spring. I've got to see if I had that on here.
Are they working east of N28? Are they working on that right now?
The first 3 miles into Calhoun County, I don't think the contractor showed up yet, although I see there is some orange.
They signed it.
Yeah, they've been out there.
Yeah.
They're working, north of Gracious, right east of.
Oh, so in the last 10 days they put up construction signs on N28.
But the contractor north of Gracia would be that was a continuation from the contract last year.
Yeah.
Larry Ellison's road there, north of Red Schoolhouse, would be where the split between the two contracts are. But I did have that written down. They got a late start on this project. They're letting today of May 24th, so the contractor's got to get in and get started. 30 days. He's got 160 days to do the work, so that would be 32 weeks. So
it's not very long.
That's June, July, August, September.
I'm after working on 30. Yeah, between Marshalltown and the Vegas.
But with the number of days he's got there, he could be working on it yet next spring. But with that earlier start date, I would think that only 5 miles they'll get to work. Good. I would be surprised if it wasn't done this fall unless we get some really rainy, bad weather. And so I would guess they'd probably let the bridge contract made later this summer for fall and winter construction.